These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup.
Both the double buffs. Tarzan off vision right now.
And he's spotted Weibo as well. Finds the spear, looks for a 1v1, waits for the Q to come through before getting that red buff slow, and finds another spear as well. Big damage coming up through. The execute from the Q's not quite enough. The spear! He has started these grubs though. Tarzan's moving over. One grub already down. Tarzan might have overstepped. Okay, dodges the Zenith play. That was a little bit too close for comfort. But there's 4 here for LNG. They want to fight this. But Breed's coming up from the top side. He's level 7, and that's a big chunk from the E.
And Tarzan manages to get himself to safety. Thought he was going to get jumped on by Hung there. Doesn't quite end up being the case. Weibo a little bit slow to it, but they managed to make it work all the same. The grubs, which weren't secured by LNG, meaning that Weibo hit tower more, and by the fact that you're getting poked out by this Nasus because you haven't shut him down. That's going to be a problem too. Zucker, he needs to have Hung here. At least he's here for the defense.
Hung arrives. It's still 2v3.
Ash Arrow,
Scout
fired.
doesn't have TP, and the spear lands as well. Ash
Ash
Arrow
Arrow
incoming. Zucker goes for the slicing maelstrom, but he can't quite clear the wave. And now the dive is underway. Breathe trying to tank as the True Shot Barrage goes right between all of the Weibo members. Zucker down to 100 HP. The ward underneath the tower. The wave stalled. Tarzan smites for his spear. Flushes to take a bite out of Zucker. And now Breathe moves in. Hung alone under the tower. And another spear lands. Tarzan's already 1,000 gold ahead.
And both of these mid jungles switched apart, and we put that focus on the jungle matchup. Tarzan has been monstering this early game, bullying way out from parts of the map. Misses a spear in the Skull Crab. What can't this man do? He gets himself 2 kills early and he's 1,000 gold up. Avidly at this point, they would quite like that gold here and now to make sure they can start pulling some plays back of their own.
Tarzan lands yet another spear on a dive, and the CC, the slows coming through, make it so much easier to land those javelins. Gala almost stunned. The wave arrives though. Buys a reprieve. No, it doesn't. Tarzan weaves it between the minions. Tarzan just can't miss. Gala dodges, keeps himself alive as Weibo arrives, and Hung tries to set up the play. Crisp is there. True Shot Barrage is good, but the damage isn't there just yet. Weibo finally fall as Scout arrives to pick up the pieces.
It is some kills back. Scout gets 2 on the board. That's an important amount of gold for LNG. We said they'd quite like that golden pocket to make some plays of their own.
Well, like, it's so difficult to play Nidalee at a good level at 0 ping because the spears are so telegraphed. They're so easy to dodge without CC. Doesn't feel like Tarzan even needs any CC. He's been absolutely on point. Will be LNG though answering back here. This will be 4 grubs for them. So, an advantage for them. A much needed advantage for them. The gold is not that one-sided for Weibo right now. And let's be honest, this composition from LNG isn't going to not scale. You know, Corki, Ezreal. Breathe once again, trying to defend underneath the tower. You can see on the minimap, Weibo moving up towards that top side, but he's going to pause on his way to the top lane and look towards the Herald instead. Remember, LNG also got the first Drake of the game. Next one is up on the map right now, but LNG are doing a really good job of controlling these objectives. You know, 4 grubs, this will be Herald for them. First Drake, potentially second if they can make a move over. Tarzan, he wants to contest, but he's a little bit late to the party. And now he's in the back of the pit. Looks like Weibo want to fight, but I don't think that's a fight that they should really be taking. TP coming through, but Tarzan's already gone. Weibo, what was that of a contest? It's a disaster for them, and now Zucker is on a perfect flank with slicing Maelstrom. Xiaohu ults himself out, but Breed will be sacrificed. LNG, they get the Herald, they get 3 on top.
What are Weibo thinking there? What is Tarzan thinking there? And all of the Xiaohu's going to chunk him down. He doesn't have ult. He doesn't really have a way out of this one. That should be a death. The Herald's coming through. LNG, turn it on.
I feel like the early game shot calling was so good. And the call there was just send it, and boy, did they send it towards LNG. They've sent this game gift wrapped. As LNG now soar ahead with a 2,000 gold lead.
Yes, getting himself a Herald steal or a kill that could have changed things for the better, but his team wasn't in position to respond at all, and Weibo, they bite off more than they can shoot. So Weibo, they are going to get themselves their own first turret, but LNG took that one just before it. But the big winner of all of this now is Scout. So, what do you have here to fight from Weibo? You don't have that arrow. That's one of your big things. Xiaohu not in position. Looks like Weibo, they're giving up on the objectives and they're going towards top side of set. But now the problem is, you still are again Scout with a boatload of gold, people in his lane. And once again, LNG, they are finding the Nemesis and they're going in towards bot lane with the ult.
I love this, my pick. This is how you 5 kills. This is how you make the action happen. Can Weibo answer? Some spears coming through from Tarzan. He's out of mana though. And the tower's going to go down. In the bottom side, more gold into Scout's pocket. We saw what Knight did yesterday on Corki. Scout is looking to replicate.
Oh, here comes Breathe.
TP comes in. Breathe now. Let's see this Nasus pop off. Zucker, good damage onto 2 here. Tarzan dives in, but that lightning rod's got damage, and Zucker wins 2v1. Zucker finds them both.
Danger! High voltage! Zucker 3 kills on the board. Breathe might be able to chase him down. He already killed Hung on the other side. He's going to try and chase this. I don't think he catches him though, and Gala might even be able to turn around already. LNG! What a phaser play!
Zucker even gets local gold for the mid tower as well, and suddenly this cannon is very much in the game. Well, if they get knocked out of playoffs at this point, that would be Weibo very much in form to make it to World's Finals. So maybe just setting up for that. I don't know, weird first game coming out. Honestly, for both teams, breathing a potentially 1v4 on the bottom side. He's doing what all good split pushers do, and he's sort of not really pushing, he's split defending. As the rest of Weibo start the Baron. It's been spotted. And yeah, I think Weibo realised this ain't the play. Zika spotted though, and this time the arrow hits, this time the combo's there, and this time Weibo find their pick.
Weibo finally get their choice to go towards this. It is going to be another Dragon over to the side of LNG. So LNG, look, they're still in the driving seat here. They have the objectives, they have Weiwei with a real point of power now as well. I'm really interested in his build too, gone towards the Sunder Sky. Named Nasus, that could be a bit of an issue if he gets himself into the backline. As it stands, he stays bot side and he's going to completely wail on this turret.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay with not flanking as well. He's quite happy to just sit in the side lane. 2v1 though. Not sitting alone in the side lane, unfortunately for Breathe. Nearly manages to finish Scout with just 2 Qs, but he will go down in the end.
A lot easier, which is nastier for the Nasus. And before that, there's also the Baron up too. LNG, they have all of the room in the world, all of the vision in the world, start forcing around the objectives.
They're trying to find the spear. Zucker on the top side, and there we go, all onto Breathe. Follow-up is there as well as Chris just trying to survive the opposite side of the play. Breathe down. And LNG find themselves a pick once again. Weiwei wants to turn it into more. He's looking for that flank, but instead, escorting the wave on the top side. LNG can just break it in him tower.
Easy as you like. They've still got 40 seconds till the Dragon. It's not like they're late towards the spawn of that either. Great target selection from Weiwei. Gets right onto Breathe with no one able to really help him out. Weibo are going to answer with the mid lane outer turret, but Weibo are the ones reacting now. They are the ones which are behind the map and have been for a long time. And LNG, look, you could make some jokes about how slow they are in some games. Cheeky Steel does have himself Flash, does have himself Seekers. Is he going to be allowed anywhere near this moment?
I think he's got free entry on the bottom side right now, while the rest of Weibo try and spar with LNG, but Gala's got some damage, so has Scout, and Weibo are feeling it. Xiaohu moves in immediately, ults blasted towards him. Scout's got the DPS, but Xiaohu still survives for the time being. Weiwei about to go down, but Tarzan forced away. Weiwei in the back of the pit. Scout gets one, and the rest of the fight won by LNG. Scout gets another, but Breathe trying to take over. The dog's got teeth, but unfortunately, he's got no bark.
Breathe can't quite get it done. Gala fells him. And LNG, they might even not stop for the Dragon. They were thinking about ending the game. They do decide to have a little bit of discretion there and make sure they get themselves that salt. They don't think they can end the game through bot lane, but honestly, the fight might just be the death knell for Weibo all the same. Weibo let the control of the game go around the side lanes, game fight. He gets so much DPS off, and yeah, Breathe manages to get some really good damage off at the end of this, and I think that the double tenacity works out really well from him. So, when we put onto the scoreboard of who's winning in this mid-jungle 2v2, LNG getting the better of it right now. Another arrow into Hunt.
Slicing Maelstrom's pretty huge, though. Xiaohu goes straight into it, and Zika even survives. Light annihilated as Breathe tries to get into the backside, but it's just not enough. He's sent back to the kennel. Tarzan back in his box as he's pooped on the carpet again. It's 64,000 gold to 53. It's a 10k gold lead. It's LNG. I mean, they've sort of made this first one look easy.
Weibo, they had the early game, but they had nothing more than the first 12 minutes. LNG, in front of their home crowd in the elimination match, strike first.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.